So welcome, I'm Monica.
I'm Matt Tholen.
And we are the host of Wonders on the Wabash. And this video is for our volunteers who graciously have given their time to come for this program. We would like to make your life a little bit more simple, give you the heads up on a lot of things that you may not realize, and for the safety of the kids. First off, we want to talk about life jackets. Life jackets. We need to make sure that the kids wear these life jackets and that they are properly secured. Not all of them have zippers like this. A lot of them have the straps that hook like this. So we need to make sure that they are on and fastened at all times. Even when we stop on islands, we need to make sure that they are fastened and on at all times. We don't want them unzipped. We don't want them unhooked. We want them on and fastened. Shoes. Shoes are very important while you're on the river. We need everyone to wear closed-toed shoes. Old tennis shoes, Keens, water shoes. We don't recommend the water socks. So Crocs, no. We want closed-toed shoe. This is also an insurance requirement that we adhere to these rules. So everyone needs to make sure that it's closed-toed shoe on this. Safety. Safety is a big one. That is paramount with this program. And Matt is our local conservation officer, and he is also in charge of our safety.
Very important with the life jackets. We gotta stress enough that you as well as the participants must wear your life jackets every time. Make sure they're fastened, and even on our stops you gotta make sure you're wearing them. So I'll go back into the shoe thing again. Make sure it's a hard sole shoe because we are in the Wabash River. We are getting out at stops, and once you get out there's shells, might be some other items that might cut your feet. So it is mandatory that you do wear closed-toe heels, and I recommend a hard sole for the shoes.
Dry bags.
Dry bags. Each boat's going to be given a dry bag. How you work a dry bag is you put your contents inside your dry bag, and then what you're wanting to do is then fold it over. Take as much air out as possible you can, and then fold it over as many times. Roll it or fold it, and then once you get everything out, everything in there that's good and all the air out, then clip it. Okay. Then everything in there should stay dry is the key. But if you don't fold it or roll it, then some contents will get wet, and we don't want that. So real simple. Again, put your contents in there, fold it over, and then roll them or fold it. And then once you get all the air out, then you clip it and you seal it. Paddles. Okay, very important. Everybody gets a paddle, whether you're an instructor, whether you're a volunteer, whether you're a student. Everybody gets a paddle. So normally on the rafts we have 2 volunteers per raft. We've had volunteers sit in the back, 1 volunteer sit in the front. All the kids line the edge where they sit. So everybody will have a paddle. If you're in the front, you still need a paddle. That'll help steer, but most of the time the steering happens in the back of the raft. The person that's in the back should have the most experience, if possible, of steering the raft. So here's the handle where you hold up top. This is the shaft, and this is the blade. The blade stays in the water, and for you to use it correctly, you actually put the flat part down and then you pull towards you. Your top hand should stay on the handle, and then you just pull towards you in the water, and that's how you paddle. Real simple stuff. These paddles do float, so if you do lose one, they will float downstream. Other rafts or even the local conservation officer can pick it up if you do lose a paddle. So they should float.
Sitting on the raft, you should be able to straddle the raft, just like this. These right here, the centerpieces, we don't want you sitting on those. Those are not benches. So we want you to sit on the raft. You have that? And you're going to paddle just like this. 1 foot will be in the water, okay? And 1 foot will be in the raft. You'll be able to take turns once you stop. If your arm gets tired, you can always shift the kids over to the other side. But please do not let anyone sit on the center of the raft.
If there's a problem in your raft, please acknowledge the local game warden, whether it's me or another officer on scene or on the river. And we're talking major problems, any emergency, anything like that. If there's just a behavioral issue on the raft that can be taken care of on the raft, then please take care of that. But if it's an emergency, either medical or something of that nature, then please make contact with us. We will have at least 2 officers on the river with us, whether it's in a john boat or an airboat, and just either wave or whistle we're gonna get whistles. Are we getting whistles?
Whistles, and
Whistles.
every raft will be equipped with a
radio.
walkie-talkie. Yep. So there should be no reason that we can't get to you in fast and in a hurry.
When we load the rafts, we're going to load at Tapawingo Park, and that's your first, that's takeoff. Once you get in the water, or once you get in the rafts, stay in the rafts until we make our first stop. And the first stop will be at Dog Park. What do we call that? Shamrock Park. And you will beach the rafts and then get out. Depending on the water levels and current, we don't want anybody jumping out of the rafts throughout the whole trip until you get to your destination. And that should be 3 stops throughout the trip, and then the last stop will be Fort Weotana.
Yes. So in order to be a volunteer, you need to go to our website, www.tcpwq.org. And on that, you will look for volunteer information. And that information, you will see volunteer sign up, and you will go there. There is a mandatory background check that is run through our local sheriff's department. We cover the fee on that, so there is no charge to you. It will be mailed to you as soon as you sign up online, and the form you will need to mail back to me. There is a self-enclosed stamped envelope provided for you to mail back to me. And then make sure you mark the days that you are able to volunteer. I don't want you, well, I don't know. Some people have marked every single day, and only mark the days that you're able to volunteer.
You are responsible for the items that you bring. So if you do bring your phone and it falls in the river, that's your responsibility.
We do provide phone, what are they called? Wet bags? Dry bags.
Little dry bags for your phones.
But again, it's your responsibility if you bring your phone.